The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Pringle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of the gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the 1st down.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. One will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Pringle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quarterback may change this route. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but Dave, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play.
Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they used the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Wants to go up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return. A play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying the left side. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They'll test the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout, think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. Turning on the Jets. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the ground, it's Lyle. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, out of space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They'll go to the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Flushed out of the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Canes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the grab. It's Grimes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Grimes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
Finds his man. It's Pringle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this point.
And the quarterback called up to and sacked at the 12.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Looks as if NC State has a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Well, the the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarter.
Lots of room to run. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Turns it on down the left side. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Miami. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up by 21 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Looking for space. It's Pringle. Sweet cut there. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Toss to the outside. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the play fake. Hauls it in. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get outside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground, finding open areas. He's loose. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, NC State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sets up the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards on it.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and Dave,
It's a seam wide open. It's a running room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ball State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Muncie for some time. They're up by 18 over Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. After the filthy move, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Now from inside the red zone. Right on the money. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trim to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Takes a handoff. It's Pringle. Wide open spaces. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the right side. Across the 45. There he goes. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
3:25.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Under fire! That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control in this offense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got his man downfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a rushing blow at this point in the game. Great place to start for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give to the tailback. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Gonna run it. It's Lyle. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
The toss sweep to the right. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. NC State quick to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. try to get the first through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. They'll send out the kicker here.
Number 45 on the field goal.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Bailey. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you